Hey, so Ashton just took a nap and it's the perfect time for us to clean this mess. Excuse my attire, I am cleaning. Okay, so I ran and pushed my hair back. I changed my shirt to something more comfortable and put on a comfy cardigan before I started cleaning. I also took those earrings off too. This mess is from one day. Like, this is not the most thorough cleaning job ever, but it's just something that I do when he's taking a nap. As you can see, I had books and everything else all over the floor. I picked those up really quickly. Also, I do have a big vacuum, but I like this little stick vacuum by Bissell because it's just easier. It's lightweight and the tip of it is pretty narrow. I have a compartment, like an attachment on my vacuum that is like it, but I don't know, I just like this little one so much better. It's easier and quicker to just do really small spills, because he had popcorn for a snack right before nap time, so that's what you see me just vacuuming up the popcorn that fell. We also have these throws all over the living room because our living room gets really drafty. It's starting to get cold outside, so I guess Gianna took hers upstairs because she usually has one downstairs too. Gavin doesn't that much because he doesn't really spend much time in the living room with us. But another reason why I really love this small vacuum is because the cushions on my couch don't come off. So it gets down in the cracks and gets all that nasty gook and stuff out of there, because I have a toddler. He's 19 months old, so there are always messes in unexplainable places, like unexpected places. So I get the crumbs out of there. And like sometimes I do have to like just stick it in there, but that's because I'm just a freak about it. Oh, the couch is not fabric, it's like pleather, but I will go and get a sponge, like a really soapy sponge. I'll put some warm soap and water on it and wipe the couch down. I've never really seen anyone do that much. Like, I do it every day because, like I said, he's 19 months and his hands are always a sticky mess, and I hate to sit on the couch and find something sticky there, and God forbid somebody comes over and they find the sticky mess. Move the table back, and then I wipe the table with the same sponge. This table is actually a project that I have coming up. I'm just not sure exactly what I want to do to it, but I know it doesn't match anything. So I've been looking at it, trying to think if I should tile it, if I should like paint it, what color do I want to paint it. I'm tired of black, so I don't know yet, but that will be coming. So wipe the table off, get all the stickiness off of that because they're sticky everywhere. Then I have to hit up the bottom of it. So this is where one of the places where we put a bunch of different just stuff that comes in the mail, paperwork that comes out of the kids' backpacks, magazines that I've thumbed through. I look to make sure which ones are still good issues. So that one was for November 2018. So that's a good current issue. So I put that back on the top of the table, and then I separated it into 3 piles: toss, keep, and file. So all the paperwork that was underneath, I either threw it out, I either filed it away, or I put it up somewhere else. And then that's where I usually keep the extra throws. So I put one at the end of the couch and then the other 2, because usually there's 2, under there. After that, I moved to the console. And that's another place where we just kind of randomly throw things at. Ashton has this thing where he's been messing with the kids' toothbrushes. That's why those were there. I'm trying to get him to stop. So I have to throw those toothbrushes away. So I just took them from him and then stuck them up there to throw away later. The other side of the room is my office area. because even though it's my office area, I'm not that messy, but because there's a computer, you know, there are always kids over there. So we have junk all over the place. Ash keeps a little basket, or I keep a little basket of Ash's smaller toys next to the organizer we just cleaned off. There was a bag on the floor, but I usually go get one, but there happened to be one this day. And I pick up all the big pieces of trash and throw it in there. You also saw Ashton's keyboard. That's usually on the floor on purpose because he tries to work besides me. So it helps for him to have his own little keyboard. I picked up all the big pieces and put them in the plastic bag just so I could throw them away. There's no point in like sucking up, like the vacuum will suck up all those little pieces, but then I vacuumed the floor over there. He had popcorn before nap time for snacks, so there was popcorn all over the floor. His snack while he watches his one TV show, which is Sesame Street right now, and he likes to get up and dance to it. So I started to let him eat at that little coffee table in front of the couch, and so there's always snack all over the place. Time to move on to the entryway, which is another mess. My point, so when he takes his nap, I think it's super duper important to get out what people see first. I don't know. There's my actual vacuum, just FYI. I pick up Gianna's coat and backpack. We have these hooks for her to put them on by the door, and she never does it. And I scream at her every single day, Gianna, don't forget, put your back up, pick up your backpack. Every day I have to pick it. So I took the shoe rack out because the shoes are always all over the place, and as you can see, there was some leaves and things that got in from people's shoes. So I ran to get a broom. I have an old school broom, don't judge me. I have a Swiffer too, but I don't know, I just use the old school. I don't know, it always boggles my mind how it can get so messy when the only thing you're doing is taking off your coat and your shoes and stuff right there. But after I sweep it out, I put the shoe rack back where it belongs, and then I have to stick the shoes back on it. Looks like, why do you put them in different ways? But I don't want to take up the top shelf or the top row, and then Gavin has this thing where he doesn't like his one shoe to be on top of the other shoe because he says dirt from the top shoe is getting into the bottom shoe. I couldn't find Gianna's other shoe. I also did clean the mirror after this, but there was no place for me to put you guys to show you. And then I'm done. This is what I do when he takes a nap. He takes a 2-hour nap. This took me about 20 to 30 minutes, but I have to work. So I grabbed a cup of lemonade, and it's time for me to get to work, check emails. It's usually the very first thing that I do when I start working. So I know I could get my whole house cleaned if I could, if I didn't have to do that, but it's nice to have some time to work while he's sleeping. Thanks for joining me and watching me clean. This is what I do. Like I said, every day when Ash is sleeping, I take the first 20 to 30 minutes of his nap time and I clean the living room. I'll take another 5 minutes to 10 minutes to clean the front entryway, and then I take the other hour to an hour and a half to get some work in because I am a work at home mom. Okay.